Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Maelstrom. Last time, I think we rendezvoused with Zhang Li, and he agreed to give us Major Domo, which is apparently the first female we've ever seen, but she's a arrow mother, and we're gonna take down this camp because we just saved Jader and his friends from it, so, but also, Dimitri said someone is certainly going to die, so I don't know who that means is gonna die. Probably one of Jader's friends, if not Jader himself. So, let's just go ahead, get into this attack on the great fortress that is this cannibal's hideout. Look at the fortress of tents.
Oh, the stress. I'm as nervous as Helix said he was. What if they manage to shoot back at our vulnerable position?
Stop.
Right. Forgive me.
Here they come.
Gasp.
10, 11, 12. That's all of them.
Then we must start shooting.
Just waiting for them to settle in. Zipso's making a circle around the camp. I don't like it.
He's trying to leave.
Damn it. Now. Get Zipso.
He's too far.
Oh my gosh. This does not sound like laser weapons, which is what I thought we had. F.
What are you doing?
Hold your fire. I'm going down. That effort got away.
Let's go after him.
No, he has the advantage now. We'd be easy targets behind him. Why is this cannibal so shrewd? Why does he have the shrewdness of some military general? His solar's got more range than our guns. What voice is it giving to? Just I guess a general lady voice.
We got all of them, except one child.
We murdered a child? Oh, no, okay, she calls everyone children. Okay, never mind. This was like, they had children with them and we murdered it? Yeah, she calls everyone a child, so we're good.
Wait. Oh, I'd hoped we could save him.
Yeah, why did you kill him? Who did that also? I thought maybe we could use him for information. Well, I guess we already have Jader, kind of, so we don't need any extra information. He would have tried to kill us, Major. There weren't no choice. Kind of brutal for you, though, Helix. Just murdering like that. Zipso's the most important wrestler to get. He's the leader. And he's clever. Who is Rendo again? I think it's the dark-skinned guy. You have no idea.
Still, he's one boy, and I need to return to the fortress.
You're right. Thank you for your help. We can't justify keeping you here any longer.
Come back with me, Helix. Put a stop to the fighting in the west.
I'm afraid not, ma'am. I can't go anywhere. Zipso's still out there.
But that was the deal, wasn't it?
The deal was, we take care of the rustlers, and then I see about negotiating to help Zhang Li. There's still a rustler out there, the worst one.
But there's no time. The fortress could fall at any moment.
I can't leave here till my job is done.
We'll need Helix even more if she leaves. Helix, I beg you. We don't want to kill our children. The way things are going, the commander might give the order to open fire at any moment.
If Zhang Li kills any miners, then there's no way he'll get my help. I'll join up with the others and take him down.
Please, I don't want anyone killed on either side. Can't you assist my commander and then come back here to finish your business? I'd even come with you to continue helping.
Sure, I could do that. You could speak English. But I won't, just like I won't speak English properly. Major, what you don't seem to understand is Zhang Li brought this all on himself. He staged a fake hanging of me thinking it would shut up all my guys. Of course, they were going to riot. Life is hell for your children. Zhang Li made it that way. I showed them better lives, and they weren't gonna go back to how it was.
But how bad could it have been?
Bad enough for you guys, for guys to become cannibals just to survive. How do you think we got into this fight?
I thought they were just mentally ill. I just thought all mentally ill people were cannibals. Is how that line just came off. Okay, she's sheltered. She doesn't know what's going on, I guess. Oh my gosh. We had no choice.
I mean, didn't you have a choice? There are literally bead mines out here where you hunt people and eat them from the bead mines, you know? Why couldn't you mine the beads there? Because people come out here to mine the beads and then you eat them. So why didn't you just mine the beads? You see, there's a little disconnect there. There's a little disconnect. Maybe you did have a choice. I don't know. God, old man's looking pissed though. If you can't mine, you die. That's how we made it. One injury and you're worthless, left to starve to death in the gutter.
It can't truly be so.
It's so, whether you believe it or not. I reckon he treats his troops a lot better than his people.
We're the mothers of many. You're our children. We should all be treated the same.
Well, we're not. I guess that's why it keeps you so isolated from us. If you knew how bad your kids had it, you'd probably revolt too. Sorry, that's probably a damn bitter pill to swallow.
If it's true, then things have to change.
You saw for yourself it's true, and changing things is the whole point.
Your brain box needn't call my commander. I have a communicator. I'll call him myself. She hardly knows the extent of the problems on her world.
She might have seen just enough. No, maybe she'll help with the revolt/uprising. Oh, hey Zhang Li, what's up? What's up, fella?
You finished faster than expected. Good, let's hurry.
Only thing we're finished with is the Major's help. I'm still fighting.
She told me about that nonsense when she called. You're not going to stay here to fight with one rustler.
Oh, I am. But even if I weren't, what do you think I'd do for you? We haven't come to an agreement yet.
There's no time for that. Don't you understand? The fortress has fallen to the miners. I'm monitoring communicators now emanating from the fortress. Zhang Li's soldiers have surrendered and have been taken prisoner. There's been no bloodshed. Since Zhang Li didn't fire on the miners have not fired on his army.
Perfect.
How can this be? I hoped we could hold out long enough for you to finish your mission. I hadn't been given a choice in that matter. The rebels' numbers swelled to 1 million. 1 million? There was no stopping them.
I bet every miner east of Shuffa put down their pickaxe.
I was about to give the order to kill them all, kill every man who sealed our walls, then turn them into a pile of bodies so no one would ever revolt again. Look at how sad he is while saying that. I was about to give the order to mercilessly genocide the entire planet, also I could covet all my wealth and power. Oh, woe is me, why didn't I give the order sooner? Like, poor Zhang Li. But then the Major called. She said you refused to help me if I killed any miners.
That's right.
So I fled. Just as they began teeming over our walls. I told my third in command to surrender.
Good man, smart.
I can't go back without you.
Sorry, Major. Looks like you're stuck here. Whoops, wrong voice. Sorry, Major. Looks like you're stuck here too. I'm betting you weren't interested in giving me this little update. Thank you kindly for the news, Primrose.
It's my pleasure.
Naturally, I was going to say whatever it took to get you back. Things are a disaster. It should have never gotten this far.
Oh, Commander.
Seems to me you're whooped.
Can't you be the least bit gracious, you animal?
You've never been gracious to us miners. Why should I be nice to you? I ought to take you prisoner.
No, I helped you.
She's right, Helix. I'll give her points for that. I don't see why they should be applied onto Zhang Li's ledger.
I lent her to you. I lent her when I needed her the most.
We're not set up to hold any prisoners right now. Besides, he has nowhere to go.
I could run away to Skyworld.
Go ahead. Sounds as good a place as any for you to go into exile. We'll run things fine. We'll run things just fine without you.
You would stand by and see me ruined. you can just stand by idly while you see all of my wealth just disappear. Can you really live with yourself knowing that I would live like a middle-class person? Ugh, the thought makes me sick.
I could just as soon see you dead. You made life hell for us miners. You ain't fit to rule.
What if he changed? You've made your point. Now let him fix things. He can make life better for all of you.
Or we can just do it ourselves. He already has had his chance. Plenty of chances.
Change would be smoother with him facilitating it. He already has the connections you need.
Helix, I'm at your mercy. Will you truly be so callous? It's not like I've threatened to kill you 12 times at least.
Give me one good reason why not.
I love money, and I don't want to be apart from my money, please. I'd be a shell of my man if I didn't have all this money.
He didn't kill any miners. This could have ended in a bloodbath, Helix. He didn't kill any miners today, you know. He just set up a culture and practices on planet Sekran that were ingrained into our lives that turned the people here into monsters, such that they had to resort to cannibalism and preying on the weak, to the point that everyone on the planet has been irrevocably marked by trauma. But, you know, he hasn't killed anyone directly today. You know, I think we should give him another chance. Maybe next time he won't destroy an entire planet's, you know, culture and traumatize the entire planet. You know, we can hope. We can give him that extra chance, can't we? I think so. Come on, Helix.
Please, I beg you.
Don't exile me, Helix. Don't kill me.
We didn't even mention killing you.
I beg you also.
Oh, Commander, no.
Think of Jader, Helix. Wait, why did we tell that to... Why did we tell that to Helix? I don't get it. Think of Jader. We were just telling him that we shouldn't be taking prisoners. Oh, maybe no prisoners, but kill him, is what Dimitri was saying by that. I don't know. Oh my god, fine, we'll give him one more chance. We'll play nice. We'll make friends with the bourgeoisie. I'll put you back in your fortress, but as a figurehead. Dimitri and I will be running things here on out.
Yes.
You and Dimitri will need my help. Ruling Sekran is more than securing perks for your miners. There's a minutia to deal with, relationships to maintain, trade agreements to broker.
Sounds like you'll make a great little secretary for me.
I accept.
Haha.
So long as I have access to power, I can ensure everything I've built isn't completely destroyed.
It's destroyed, Zhang Li. This is gonna be a new world, you hear?
Yes, I get that your miners will be repulsively spoiled, but Sekren must continue to function as a trade center of energy on beads. Whole economies rely on us. Mining must continue. Trade must resume.
I ain't as dumb as I look, Zhang. Of course all that's gonna keep happening. We still need crap shipped in from other planets. Gee, and all it took was a total revolution. My guys learned their crap. They done me proud.
They're without leadership. They're sure to fracture into warring clans. It's simple math. A power vacuum exists now. You're the only one who can unify them.
You've got a communicator with a video on your ship?
I do.
Seems only right I give my boys a call then. I may not be able to head home right away, but I can at least tell them I'm coming.
Yes, the sooner the better.
Meantime, you'll be willing to help us finish off Zipso, Major.
Of course, child. So long as my commander agrees. Help them with this no-some errand. We need to get back to the fortress.
Lead the way. Alright, we still got some murdering to do, so... We didn't murder, Zhang Li, but we got more to murder. I mean, we already murdered one. We got more to murder. Help Rendo and Slim with the bodies, Major. The bodies? Did we kill some more people? Off screen?
I hope none of these were mine.
I mean, how old are you, girl? I doubt. I doubt. You're not that old. Your kids must be still young, right? I don't know. I might as well introduce you to the crew, Zhang. The crew. You can't believe he's joined our crew. That call to the fortress took forever. Oh yeah, and isn't Jader gonna hook up with him? Oh yeah, that's why they're freaking out. Look at them.
Indeed, but it was so fruitful. There's no doubt Helix will be the new ruler of Sekren. They were eager to follow him.
It was sweet the way they cried. They love him.
Who can resist his immense charms?
Exactly.
What's going on here?
Oh crap. Jader and Zhang Li.
It's you.
Oh yeah, and wouldn't that have been screwed up for us to go ahead and kill Zhang Li or exile him, considering we told Jader that we would give him someone with he was lightning compatible with? That would have been awkward. He would have been like,
Okay, the job is done. Now who is my lightning partner?
and we would have just been like, oops, we kind of murdered him. I don't know. Anyway. So it's a good thing we didn't kill him. We didn't kill him because... We didn't not kill him because, we felt bad for him. We not killed him for Jader's sake. Alright, so I feel better.
I don't know who you are, but I feel as though I do.
Oops. Jader, Zhang Li, Jada.
How did I end up having lightning with someone like you? I'm asking the same question.
Turns out we all have lightning with each other. Weird, ain't it?
When I experienced it with Helix, I thought he was my only chance for love in the universe. Then Dimitri showed up. Both were snatched away from me cruelly, by each other no less. Same here. But looks like we have another chance. And suddenly my broken world has come back together.
Aw, there's a happy ending for tyrannical despots. Aww.
You'd have me? 1,000 times over. You appeared to me when all hope had been lost to renew me. But I was with the rustlers. I changed sides just before.
just before the strike.
How adorable that you think anything could dissuade me.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah?
A tragic flaw only makes you more interesting. Indeed, you're far more appealing than Helix or Dimitri.
No, he ain't.
Who would have thought? I was meant to be with the leader of the whole planet.
Former leader.
Be silent, Helix.
You were worth the wait.
I'm going to my ship. If you join me, Jader. My beautiful Jader.
I need a shower. I don't want to offend you. Not in any way.
You couldn't possibly, but there's a shower on board. Shall we take one together?
I'll scrub your back.
You're not going to fight? You're going to be his beta Zhang Li? I mean, was that how things were going? I couldn't even tell.
Don't be absurd. I'm the alpha here. Perhaps not in the brute sense, but certainly as a...
You are. It would be an honor to become your beta.
Oh, my beloved.
Let's go.
Did you see that? That was amazing. And so shockingly sweet. No. That alpha beta talk made me sick. They were meant for each other. Yeah, I just about want to cry now. Really? Me too. Jader got his happy ending. It's not that Zhang Li deserves him, but... Oh, you don't think Zhang Li deserves a murderous cannibal? Haha, good point. Both of them got to be redeemed through each other. I mean, has Zhang Li really been redeemed? I'm willing to at least, give Jader the benefit of the doubt here. Yeah, the timing is perfect.
What is this change of tone from him?
Promise me you'll give me the same honor one day, Dimitri. Man, after seeing that, I really want to. Jader started their coupling outright. I want that for us. I want it so bad it makes my heart hurt. You'll give that to me, won't you? Helix. All I'm asking for is that one day, not too long from now, I hope, you'll say you'll be honored to be my beta. I am honored. That feels good. Hits me right in the cock. Makes me want to see if there's any other bedrooms on that fancy ship. I'm going to go help with those bodies. Wait. It's been effing ages since I got to taste your mouth. The kiss is probably all I can get from you nowadays, and I want one. Come on, don't make me beg. Swallows. You don't have to beg.
Moi, today was not entirely terrible.
Uh-huh.
You were so lovely to behold.
Why are you guys in the mine? I thought you were on the ship.
And you are pretty like a flower or a fancy vase.
Your face should be ravaged from your drug use. Or marred by that tattoo. And yet your luminous vision of perfection. What? Your meth head. I'm surprised you look so dashing. Okay.
I'll get off drugs. Been cutting down little by little. Don't need them anymore. Don't want them.
Am I your drug now, my insidious rustler?
Yeah. Better than the purest crank.
You may snort me if you like.
Nah. Shoot you in a vein. Though you do smell nice.
I don't know if I'm touched or if I want to puke.
Want to go back to that nice ship of yours?
I thought that's what you were doing.
Oh yes, it's torture to not feel your silky skin against my own.
Is this how we're going to be? What? Why do you go so quiet?
You just implied you mean to let lightning strike between you.
Some say lightning gets twice as strong after you let it strike. Others say 10 times as strong. Seriously?
This is indeed the case.
I want to top you, be inside of you.
Do you? Holy crap. Heh.
I'll pop your bud like you did mine. Would feel so good. Would you let me?
Don't get your hopes up, but...
Oh, yes.
Wow.
I want to feel your huge organ plunging inside me.
Not his organ.
Uh.
Why are we watching this? Well, I'll be danged. You made a new man out of him, Jada.
It's rude to eavesdrop.
We're not even we're not even eavesdropping. We're practically a part of this conversation with how close we are to you. Kinda hard not to. Everyone in the cave can hear the two of you going on.
Then let us stay in my ship.
Who's stopping you?
We need privacy.
Your ship is a prime target for Zipso's solar blaster. Okay, wait. So... I'm confused. So... So they're not dead? Then why were we collecting bodies? I'm confused. Wait, are they dead? It was Helix saying he would use Zipso's solar blaster on the ship? I'm so confused.
It's hidden with the trikes and wagon.
Yeah, and I thank you for sticking it up them trails, Zhang. But he could still find it. If he blows it up, how are any of us gonna get home?
Just how long do you expect us to live in these abysmal caves?
As long as it takes to kill Zipso. Whose bodies are we collecting then? I'm confused. I don't know.
Bah, let's go deeper into the mine, my love. Perhaps there's a crevice that will afford us some privacy. Yeah, give us more nerve numbers, Helix.
Seriously? In here? You don't even got lube.
I brought a vial of essential oils from the ship. Made my ass smell like juniper. and cum.
How the heck did we get so familiar?
Give it.
Here. Come back when you're done screwing to take the first watch.
Second watch. I won't have my backside initiated in haste. Yeah.
Use a gas sensor.
What?
To make sure there's no poison deeper in the mine. They don't even know there's poison in here.
Oh.
It must be nice to be on a honeymoon in the middle of all this. You'd think he didn't just lose control of the planet. I mean, fine for Jada. I don't want him suffering after killing most of all his crew. But Zhang deserved a little suffering. So if we killed, like, everyone but, like, Zipso? That's kind of weird. I feel like he's getting away with murder. And that ain't all... And that ain't all far from the truth. It'll sink in when he goes back. I reckon. Helix. Now would be a good time for you to tell me everything you know about Zipso. Wouldn't have been a good time? Oh, right. He turned out to be more slippery than I gave him credit for. Sounds about... Wait, wrong voice earlier, but whatever. Sounds about right. I don't know how the other keeps surviving crap. How did he know we were there? He's always one step ahead. All the more reason for me to get some intel on him. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Let's see. Guess I'll start with the beginning. Might meander a bit if it's all the same. Tell me everything. I mean, not just about him, about you. I want to know your history. Everything. Everything will have to wait, Pumpkin. But I'll give you a hefty chunk anyway. Sounds good. Right. Let's see. About 9 years ago, I got a message from an Earthman named Jackson. He was a retired preacher, and his wife just died. He needed a purpose and said God told him to leave Earth and go somewhere where he could make a difference. Y'all know about the crap conditions on Sekran back on Earth, apparently. He figured Sekran was as good a place as any to start his mission. Someone put him in touch with me since my mind was the only one really organized. He asked me what we needed, how he could help us. I messaged him back saying that when a miner get hurt, there ain't no bandages or salve or stitches or nothing to take care of him. I told him, why don't you bring me a load of crap like that? He replied, why don't I just build you a hospital? At the time, Dimitri, I did not even know what a hospital was. You're kidding. Nope. The thought of some place built just for helping people when they're sick or injured was hard to get my head around it. It seemed too good to be true. He said that the laws on Sekran were lax, and nothing would stop him from building a building here. He said his old church would put up the money for it and pay to keep it running. I told him, well heck, come down and build us this hospital. Sure enough, he came to Sekran and started working with me. We decided to put it in Shuffuff, since I was sure it would be the only hospital Sekran would ever get. Shuffuff is right in the center of the continent. All the trains join up there. No matter where you were on the continent, west, north, east, southern islands, didn't matter. You'd always be a 2-day train ride or less to the hospital. So you didn't keep it for your mind in the west? No, thought about it, but no. I knew there was a bigger need than what just I had. You're such a good man. Don't flatter me, unless we're going to follow Zhang Li and Jader's example. Building the hospital weren't no big deal. Jackson was going to stay here for the rest of his life and run the place. Let me stop you for a second. Yeah? Is Jackson Dr. Zip? I want to know whether or not I should be rooting for him. Haha. Hell no. Jackson is the opposite of Dr. Zip. The man does nothing but help other people. He's the one who taught me how good Earthlings can be. He's still running the hospital to this day. Good, continue. The problem we had getting workers. See, there ain't no doctors or nurses on Sekran. No, there wouldn't be. We needed people who'd live like Sekrans did, here on our crappy planet, and they'd have to work for next to nothing. Jackson's church couldn't afford much of whatever they used to get people to work on Earth. Money. Exactly. A couple of things happened to help us out. When Jackson asked our closest planet, Skyworld, for help, they said they'd send a team of trained Sekrans on how to be nurses and technicians and stuff. They train everyone they could train in 2 years and leave behind the materials so more men could be trained afterwards. But they couldn't train doctors or surgeons or anyone that took longer than 2 years to learn. Say they wanted to test pharmaceuticals on our hospitals. They helped only how they needed to set up a test site, and they threw in some extra funding each year for us to cooperate. With this money, we were supposed to be able to get us a surgeon. Except, no one wanted the job. Didn't matter how much money there was, no one wanted to live on Sekran. I can't blame them. Well, yeah, neither can I, but we still needed someone. Sure, we could take care of a lot of injuries. Figure out what some guys were sick from and all that. But for anything major, we were stuck. Jackson said it was the sorriest hospital in the galaxy. Huh. He kept looking though, kept putting out the word, so about 7 years ago he gets a call from the Earth military. They had a disgraced surgeon who got sentenced to death. What for? Classified. But if we'd take him, they'd change his sentence to life on planet Sekran. Why would they even offer us this deal? Why would they care if he's been sentenced to death? Like, what do they get out of this? Beggars and choosers, Demi. We couldn't afford to be either. We agreed to take Dr. Elliot Zip. I figured Earth wouldn't send no one too terrible to us. Plus, Jackson would keep an eye on him. Yeah, exactly. Everything seemed to start off good. He was able to save lives, he could take a man broken into pieces and send him back to his mind put together. I was happy. But Around a third of the guys who went to him died. You figured, yeah, it's a long train ride. Guys are bleeding and such, you're gonna lose some. But 2 times I sent fellows that weren't in bad shape. One guy just had a pain in his stomach and the other had a broken leg. Both of them died. Ugh. On the other hand, I'd sent guys so mangled you couldn't recognize them. Guys that shouldn't have made it by any account. Those guys would live. They'd recover. It was mighty strange, but I figured, well, he's saving more guys than what are dying. It's probably fine. I probably just don't understand what's happening. But then I started hearing things. He had a weird religion. What? I thought that was normal for Earthlings. Jackson went on about God and how he talked to him and sent him on this mission and such. But apparently Dr. Zip had a religion no one on Earth ever heard of. He would talk to patients, saying if they wanted to be strong, they had to be an alpha to everyone, not just their partner. They had to be the soul alpha. What? The one with the strongest spirit. When you fought, he said, your souls fight. And even if you lose the physical fight, if your souls win, then you win. So it don't matter if you were weak or if you got beat up all the time. If you had a strong soul, you'd be the ruler of men. No one could resist your powers. He said you should seek out the strongest men to steal their souls and add their power to your own. Excuse me? Then you could rule men in the life and the afterlife. What the F? I got mightily concerned. Dimitri, mightily. I started trying to learn what I could about medical stuff so I wouldn't have to send the most healthy guys out there. When the guys come back from the hospital, I'd look at how they were stitched up, and I'd ask what they'd done to them. Little by little, I started to learn. I got good at caring for my boys. Which is how he was able to take care for Spinnick. Oops, wrong voice, but whatever. Around about this time, I decided to go to the North Mine to pick up some transfers. Normally, I sent one of my lieutenants for crap like this, but I wanted intel. I got with the foremen up there and asked them what they thought about the hospital, how it was working for them. Let me guess. Yeah, it was the same story with each of them. Mangled guys, near-dead guys, they'd mostly pull through. The healthiest guys? No, they were the ones most likely to die. As soon as I could, I went out to Shuffuff to get with Jackson and figure out what was going on. Jackson was a wreck. Yeah, he knew the dying guys were a problem and it was only getting worse. He didn't know how to handle it. Zip was a great surgeon, he was saving tons of lives. But mysterious deaths had to stop, and he didn't know how. He'd just been praying. I told him to start praying for a new surgeon, and I busted into the effer's house. Whoa. What did I find? He was eating them. He was eating them. Well, what? So no one asked for the bodies afterwards? The bodies of the dead? I guess it's saccharine, they don't care. He was eating them. That's how he absorbed the souls. The strongest guys we sent were killed and stuffed in his freezer. I grabbed him and locked him in the hospital basement. That's when the real investigation started. How was he able to eat all those people? How could all them bodies go missing without anyone saying boo? How could we make sure crap like this didn't happen never again? Well, you never asked for the bodies of your own miners. I mean, who else is gonna ask for them? I pulled on the thread and unraveled the biggest effing tapestry you've ever seen. He'd been so sneaky, so cunning. Was he that cunning? He just stole bodies no one asked for and ate them in his house. He'd gotten away with it for over a year. Not only did no one have any proof to accuse him, he'd set up a pile of lies to cover his ass so high that most people didn't even suspect him. We were dealing with a psychopath and a genius. I'm sure he's smarter than you, me, and Jackson put together. I told Jackson he was dangerous, and we needed to kill him. Jackson said his God wouldn't let him do that. We split the difference by putting him on a train and dumping him at the edge of the eastern desert, where there weren't no mines, no water, no people, nothing for 500 miles. I left him there to die. Where we are now, the closest mines to where I left him. I don't know how he survived, how he got a trike, or how he built his crew. All I can figure is he was believing his own bullcrap, thinking he had this powerful soul on account of all the people he ate. If you believe your own bullcrap, you can cast a spell on other people that's near about impossible to break. Yeah, it all makes sense. Did you ever find out what his original crimes were? Nah. I figure it's more of the same. He's probably been killing people for decades. What a sicko. I effed up, Dimitri. I should have shot him. We tried. I mean, before Jackson got me so full of the milk of human kindness that I let him go. I never should have done that. If you end up hurt because of my stupidity, I won't be. I promise. Promise me the same. I promise. I'm going to go interrupt those efforts so they can take the first watch. I'll take the first watch. Let them enjoy themselves. I'm happy for Jader. Alright. I gotta say, I'm happy neither of them have lightning with you anymore. Push. I'm all you got left, Sugar Plum. Well, you might want to rethink that, because there's a DLC upcoming in which there's another love interest. Yeah, and I'm all you have left. You're all I need. Go to sleep. Good night, Demi. Good night.
Ahem.
Sorry. Good night, Primrose.
Good night, Helix. Sleep well.
Alright, I guess we got some backstory on Zipso and whatnot. I feel like we're spending more time driving than searching. We had to take the far mines. Jader wasn't going to separate himself from Zhang Li. We're the only other team with transportation. I don't see how Zhang and Jader are going to do much searching in that ship. They're probably effing. Everyone needed to look somewhere. You and me, Jader and Zhang Li, Major Domo with Rendo and Slim. That's how we cover the most ground. Find them as fast as possible. I ain't questioning your strategy, soldier boy. Just wish we'd get them. Just wish we'd get to them mountains easily, or already. Also, I think it's kind of crazy how just apparently 12 cannibals. Well, I guess if you subtract Jader and his friends, so that would have been 15. How just 15 cannibals have been enough. Like, that's nothing. Like, there's apparently 1 million miners on planet Sekran, and there's 15 cannibals out here, and y'all have given them the entire East. You just keep referring to it as the East. And you've given them the entire place. It's like, what? Why hasn't there been some coalition of miners that have banded together, 1,000 strong, just come out here to break up 15 cannibals? Like, I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense. That really doesn't make any sense, Someone probably should have done something about this ages ago instead of giving cannibals the entire East. I don't know, it sounds a little strange. But whatever. Whatever. I don't think he's there anyway. We haven't seen any tracks. There's no way he could have hidden all of them. Or maybe he could have. Maybe he rigged some kind of brush on the back of his trike. You know how clever he is. Jeez, good points. That's it. That's it. We've searched every cave according to Jader's map. There's no chance he's out here. Even if he was playing cat and mouse, we would have seen some sign of him. It was a waste of time searching out here. We had to be thorough. You said it yourself. Yeah, if we didn't search these caves, I'd always be wondering. Maybe one of the others had better luck. We heading back? Lunch first. Nice, a chance to chit-chat. I'd love getting to know you. Are we just really gonna have a little picnic?
Indeed.
Nuh-uh. This time I want to learn about you, beautiful. I don't hardly know anything about you. Or Earth, for that matter. Of course, it's only fair.
He called us beautiful and you didn't get flustered.
Hush. Alright, guys, before they have their little gay chat, I will go ahead and end this episode of Maelstrom. So I thank you all for watching. And is that what Mana looks like? the meals, the square meal things they're eating? Or is that chocolate? I can't tell. Yeah. No, I think it is, because he said, how can a little square fill you up? Yeah, I think that is the mana they're talking about. And he must be looking mad by shonen right now, right? Really, though. I mean, I guess he's always looked kind of by shonen, but especially so. Anyway, like I said, bye guys.